A lot of people are piling on about Andre Jones, Shang Tao's partner, Oakland Mayor Shang Tao's partner, and it's rather silly. There's this letter now. Oh, the FBI and federal investigators are asking the city attorney to tell everybody that has had any association within the city with Andre to not discard their their documents. And so, for those who might feel like they have something incriminating and are fearful where that might lead, that sound you heard the other day was the constant banging of keyboards and tapping of phones of people who are deleting documents that might point in any way to them having association with Andre Jones, which could lead to something else that they fear. All right. So why anybody would, first of all, do that and leak that, I don't know. But it was really kind of stupid. Uh, er, there, Steel Rider says, I don't like this Andre Jones. And but here's my question to you: why? What is it that Andre actually did? Okay, I'm waiting for the answer. What did he do? First of all, did he? Was this a matter of violence? No. Did he do something that was verbally abusive with respect to Reneo Webb? Yes. Did he do something that was verbally abusive with respect to Shang Tao? Yes. Did that happen during her swearing in? Yes. But does that rise to the level of a federal investigation? No. All right. I'm just parsing these out in a very basic kind of, okay, let's get back to basics. Uh, let's really take it as it really is way, as opposed to this imagining things. Someone on Twitter found a tweet that he wrote where he said that he was the architect of the state. Steve Rice says Andre Jones was trying to pimp the mayor. Now, what does that mean, though? Rather than, okay, pimp can mean a lot of things. Now, did he, and was I told by Rainier Webb that Andre put out or tried to basically sell, jobs from the office? Yeah. Is that a bad thing? Yeah. Does that rise to a federal investigation where they raid your house? I don't think so. Okay. Should the Ethics Commission have stepped in? Well, I was told the Ethics Commission was the one that contacted the FBI based on their investigation. Did they find something to be, looked at and searched at? Yeah. But in total, does this mean that Andre Jones is an entirely bad guy 100%? And all I'm saying to anybody is you don't get to a point where the governor is putting you in charge of forming the state's cannabis policy by being a bad guy. You get there because you were smart enough to make the right contacts with the right people and by and large do the things the right way. The Andre Jones I was acquainted with was in 2010. I went to Rebecca Kaplan's celebration, which was held at Ozumo. Okay. And and at Ozumo. And Rebecca had a good portion of it, set out there. And candidly, I was a bit upset with Rebecca because there was a kind of a effort, a ring of ticketing people more than once, more times than was really legally allowable. And my car got ticketed and then towed, and I was really massively pissed off about it. I had actually taken Bill Wong, the legendary once Oakland Tribune columnist, to lunch to talk to him. He wanted some pointers about, well, how to really develop an online presence, start a website, that sort of thing, right? And so, and I also invited him to make content on our net blog network. So I took him to lunch at Lake Shores Cafe. Oh, it's closing, closed. All right. And then I came on, my car was gone. So I went to Rebecca's event, and it was, uh, I think Rebecca said something I didn't really cotton to. I thought it was, she said something about, well, well, what she said was basically we're making our money that way. And I said to her, you're telling me, and I actually blogged about this too. I blogged about this a long time ago. I said, you're telling me that I should be happy that my car was towed because it goes into the city's coffers, and yet I'm the person who is harmed because of a situation where I have a fast track, go across the Bay Bridge, and they're double counting it, and I can prove it. I'm going in and I'm saying, hey, look, you guys are double counting it. And then they turn around and admit it. I didn't like that at all. So it took Andre to really calm me down. I wasn't like going berserk or anything, but I didn't like that Rebecca was inebriated. Okay, I'll just say that right off the bat. Rebecca used to like really pound them in the bar. And I didn't like that she, made that comment. I thought it was very offensive to somebody who she called friend. But she was inebriated. But Andre was the soothsayer. I saw him as a very sensible person. And so that's why the news that Renia brought to me regarding his behavior, and other people brought to me regarding his behavior at City Hall, was a shock to me. But then I had to think about it. I thought, you know what? What I experienced was 2010, and I haven't seen Andre since 2010. And Renia's incident happened, well, inauguration, or not inauguration, I'm sorry, but swearing in day, um, for the mayor elect. And that was before the change of the new year from 2022 to 2023, right? And Andre had brought his other girlfriend Natasha, by which he has, or wife, by which he has a child by. So I had no idea all this was going on. I didn't know his life was that complicated, let alone he would take to yelling at the mayor elect in front of a number of people in the middle of City Hall in public. That didn't ring like the Andre that I knew. Okay. So the one Andre that I knew was the 2010 guy who was uh, soothsayer, even tempered, intelligent, great to talk to, funny guy, right? Uh, this Andre, I don't know, but I don't think that people so substantially change over the years that they become completely unrecognizable. All right. So all I know is this: Andre has a knack for making the right connections, and so I don't know how far such a records request is going to go. I really don't. And will this go somewhere? Well, they've definitely cast a broad net. My lord, it is embarrassing to the city of Oakland that this goes on, and you have to ask yourself, where is our collective oversight of each other to make sure that these matters don't happen? It's like I kept telling people though, after this matter with Rainier happened, I said, "Hey, look, Oakland under Mayor Thao has went back to the Borgias, and the Borgias were a 16th century, I believe, Italian family that was known for rising through the ranks to the upper strata of society through sex, through deceit, and even murder." Okay? All right? Sound familiar? So, what Chang has brought in, by the way that she has governed, or not so well governed, her office, her managerial style, if you call it that, and there is a managerial style because she's a manager, right? Has introduced the Borgias. It has introduced this kind of reckless behavior, and Andre's part of that. Okay, and however he changed from 2010 to, well, for all practical purposes now, it seems to have played a role in where the mayor is, a role, but is it the paramount role? Is it the one that says, okay, because of him, we're able to deal with all of this political corruption? And my answer would be, I doubt it. Could be wrong, but I doubt it. Then there's a number of people who want to point at California Waste Solutions and the DeWong family. But the way the uninformed mainstream media puts it, if anybody sends a donation to anybody else, oh, that's a bad thing. You know what? Give me a break, okay? We need some sanity in this insane conversation. The way this has gone between mainstream media who doesn't know Oakland, between the lack of true Oakland media, between the non-existent communication between bloggers like myself and others who have websites who are trying to pretend to be mainstream media but are really, violating nonprofit law is ridiculous. All right? No one is getting the right information here. And then Oakland Reporter puts out something regarding expenditures by the city and salaries, but it's based on numbers from Transparent California. Transparent California has been proven incorrect with respect to Oakland too many times, more than I can personally count, because I went to them to prove a point regarding overpaying. And Mayor Schaff, who is really want to really jump in and straighten out anything that might point to a negative to her, office, uh, very calmly and in a detailed fashion showed me where Transparent California was wrong. By contrast, Oakland Reporter folks, I don't see where they've done any critical thinking about what they put out. And there are people who are so intent on finding something wrong with the mayor that they'll go for it. Let me tell you something. The mayor has done a lot of things wrong, but to the point where you don't have to go and look for new things. What she's done wrong is that she's mismanaged the city in a way that is based because she is, it is a very simple reason, okay? Because Shang decided that she was going to play the divisive elected official, the person that divides like Donald Trump does, Trump style, all right? But then turn around and say to other people, well, you know what? You're behaving like Trump. We have never had a mayor in the history of this city, the modern history. I don't know about pre-war, but the post-war city of this history, we've never had a mayor who did that. Not because there was no social media. All right. This is a unique era. Shang is the first to openly do it. The unwritten rule in Oakland has been that when you're mayor of everybody. You're not saying, I'm going to be mayor for the people that back me. There are a number of people who ran for mayor before Strong Mayor, or thought excuse me. There are a number of people who started running for mayor after Strong Mayor that I said I would never back, because I said if they got in, they'd be the practitioner of personal politics. I didn't think one of those people was going to be Libby, but it was. And when Shang came about, I knew she was going to be that person because I got an early warning from someone I'm not going to mention that said she was turning into a monster. That said she was throwing people under the bus. This is October of 2021. So, because of her ambition. And I remember thinking, well, that's not the Shang that I know. But then, you know what? The Shang that I thought I knew is 180 degrees different. Well, not 180 degrees, but I would say 75 degrees different than the Shang Thao that's currently the mayor of Oakland. So, it's good to look, it's good to figure out things, but you know what? All right. It's also a good idea to wait. State your opinions about the news. It's, that's what these mediums allow you to do. Fantastic. But take a deep breath and relax. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube and bookmark zenny report.com. We'll see you.